Should I go there?
Yeah, this way. In front.
Well, it was nice till this cloud went away. Into your little bag.
First.
Good.
Yeah. Tighten it up today. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, David, can you do this for me?
Yes, please rise for the bride.
Last chance.
Ask who gives this lovely lady to this man being wed.
I do.
Thank you. Yes.
We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts. In this ceremony today, we will witness the joining of Brooke Otto and Jack Schnibner in marriage.
Zach Scheibner.
Scheibner? Sorry about that.
And Zach, not Jack.
Today we have come together to witness the joining of these two lives. For them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. They met each other, fell in love, and are finalizing it with their weddings today. Romance is fun, but true love is something far more, and is their desire to love each other for life, and that's what we are celebrating with them today. Today is also a celebration for the rest of us, for it is a pleasure for us to see love in bloom and to participate in the union of two wonderful people so delightfully suited to one another, and perhaps have a couple of cocktails in the process. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is standing together and facing the world. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. A reading from the 1 Corinthians. Love is very patient and kind, never jealous or envious, never boastful or proud. Love is never haughty or selfish or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable or touchy. Love does not hold grudges and will hardly notice when others do it wrong. Love is never glad about injustices, but rejoices when the truth wins out. If you love someone, you'll be loyal to them, no matter what the cost. You will always believe in them, always expect the best in them, and will always stand your ground in defending them. And now I will ask Brooke and Zach to declare their promises to one another. Zach, do you take Brooke to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, protect her, and be faithful to her?
I do.
Do you promise to take out the trash without her having to ask you?
I do.
Okay. This one will never happen, but you have to answer. Do you promise to love her even when she is being moody? Yeah.
I do.
That never happens, does it, Brooke?
Never.
Okay. So you passed the test. Let's see how Brooke does. Brooke, do you take Zach to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him and be faithful to him?
I do.
Do you promise not to whine at him when he forgets to take out the trash?
I do.
And do you promise to love him even when he has gone out every weekend to play cornhole?
I do.
Hear that, guys? Okay.
I was waiting for that one.
Your rings. May we have them, please? You each take the ring that you're given to the other. Your rings represents the vows and promises that you've willingly exchanged. They reflect the commitment of those words, inspire in your hopes and dreams for the future. Zach, as you place the ring on Brooke's finger, please repeat after me. I, Zach,
I, Zach,
take you, Brooke,
take you, Brooke,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poor,
in joy and in sorrow.
in joy and in sorrow.
And I promise my love to you.
I promise my love to you.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I take you as my wife
I take you as my wife,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Brooke,
Forever.
Brooke, please repeat after me. You should place the ring on Zach's finger. I, Brooke,
I, Brooke,
take you, Zach,
take you, Zach,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer, for poorer,
For richer, for richer.
Enjoy and in sorrow.
Enjoy and sorrow.
And I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I take you as my husband.
I take you as my husband.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
Okay, continue holding hands here, please. Zach and Brooke, to make your relationship work, will take love. This is the core of your marriage and why you are here today. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for the other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn to grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey that you have both pledged with each other here today. You two ready? You ready?
Maybe.
Brooke and Zach, by the power vested in me, under the laws of the state of Florida, it is now my honor, privilege, and pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Zach, kiss your wife.
For the grandmother of the bride, Carol Gable, along with the grandmother of the groom, Patty Santucci. Good job, ladies. Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Doug and Chris Otto. Guys and gals, let's make some noise for the mother of the groom, Dawn, escorted by Dwayne. Impressive, Dawn. Impressive. All right, now it's time to go ahead and welcome our first group of the bridal party. So ladies and gentlemen, please, let's make some noise for Catherine Alears, escorted by Kristen Jackson and Ryan McCutcheon. you guys forgot something there. Sorry. Next, ladies and gentlemen, making the way down the stairs, let's go ahead and get a round of applause together for Dana Stillwell, escorted by Bradley Lash. And next, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, let's go ahead and make some big noise for Natalia Cross and her two escorts, Tyler West and Adam Rosen. Ladies and gentlemen, two more very important people to Brooke and Zach. So I need all of you to make some big noise as we welcome in our maid of honor, Amber Canario, escorted by our best man, Matt Fargo.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now get on your feet. It's time to meet and greet 12-year-old towels for the first time actually ever. Introducing Mr. and Mrs. Zach and Brooke Scheibner.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear one more time for Brooke and Zach. And Matt, if I need a break later on, I'll go ahead and give you the mic. All right, so at this time, Zach, if you would please take your beautiful bride out there to the middle of the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, they are going to go ahead and dance their first official dance as husband and wife to a beautiful song that they picked out. And ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated at this time.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Now we ain't got no money, run around the country like a band of gypsies.
Never minute of a mile. As long as I can see a smiling face, I know it's gonna be okay. Bring on the highway, I take the long way. There's no way I can't go, 'cause I know I got you, babe. I'll take the whole
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I proudly present to you the new Mr. and Mrs. Scheibner. All right, Zach, I got to take your beautiful bride away from you for just a few minutes, okay? Sorry about that. However, you know, did you take out the trash yet? Oh. Doug, if you would please go ahead and join your beautiful daughter out there in the dance floor. It's time for our traditional father-daughter dance.
Tell you how much I love you, though you think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in, chasing dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be my
Guys and gals, one more time if you would please. Yeah, let's make some noise for Brooke and her dad. All right, Zach, now I need you to come back on out to the dance floor. But if you would, please go ahead and find your mother Dawn to join you right now. It is time for our traditional mother song. Ladies and gentlemen, please, everybody, one more time, get your hands together for Zach and his hands.
How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you again, everybody, for coming. My name is Matt. I'm Zach's best man. And I have to say first how incredible the bridal party looks tonight. So you guys all, both sides, looking great. Brooke, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. You know, there comes a time in every man's life they find the reason why they get up every morning. Their one true love, why every morning they get up. And for knowing Zach this long, I can say unequivocally that one true love is cornhole. But you know, if you put for a second aside whether the bag is sticky or slick, I would say that moment where you put that 4-bagger in, if you put those moments aside, Brooke is a very close second. You know, when Zach called me and told me that he was getting married, and I was so excited for him, and I said, what's the date? You know, he asked me to be his best man, and I said, what's the date? And he said, September 9th. And I started laughing, and I thought Zach was being funny, and he said, why? No, that's the date. It's September 9th. Why would that be funny? Because you see, today happens to be my birthday. And thank you. So welcome to the celebration of Zach and Brooke, but also welcome to my birthday party. And I don't even know some of you, so that's really nice of you for y'all coming out. That's really nice. I appreciate you. You know, so get this, Brooke. He said he forgot. I'm sure you've heard that once or twice, but you know, Zach and I met in high school, but not the traditional way. I had figured out that I wasn't very athletic, and I took the announcing route, as you could maybe tell from the intro, and I was the announcer for the rival high school that Zach went to, go Chargers. Zach went to Cornell, and he was a role player behind stars Christian Jackson and Ryan McCutcheon, who are here tonight. I'm kidding, actually. Zach was pretty talented in every sport he played. It didn't matter whether it was basketball, baseball, cornhole, everything he did, he excelled about it. He didn't play it back then. Golf. I'll throw in golf there. But Zach and I became friends because of our love of sports and also playing video games back in the day. And that was really the only chance I ever had at beating Zach at anything. Zach was my personal Uber driver back in the day. I didn't have my license yet before Uber was a thing. He would drive me around. We'd go to late night Applebee's and go to Sheets runs. But no matter what we did, we always seemed to have a story about what we did. It could be the most boring thing, and we'd always have this crazy story that goes around. Like, for example, one time we went to Orlando, and a club bouncer refused for us to get in because he thought we had fake IDs. But we were both truly 21. So Zach and I confidently called out these bouncers and said, hey, we're 21, you can call the cops and get them to validate our IDs. So the cops showed up to the club, they called our bluff on it. The cops showed up to the club, and because we were so confident and they knew that we were 21, they pulled a prank on us, and they looked at us both, they checked our IDs, looked at us both, and they said, well, you guys are good, you're 21, but Zach has a bench warrant out for his arrest. That was a joke, and that night ended with club VIP and bottle service, but it made for a really nerve-wracking 3 minutes. You know, the stories over the years made me think, if I could come up with 3 words to describe Zach, I'd describe him as competitive, honest, and resilient. And there's a ton of reasons why, but I think this is the best one, or these are the best ones. Zach and I both are highly competitive. And I have to confess, it was pretty humbling for me to lose so often for being so competitive. But as the great movies and comebacks like Rudy and Miracle and Dodgeball, that always has room that the underdog sometimes can win. And I waited all this time to tell this story, and Zach knows it's coming. One night at my parents' house, I hit my first 4-bagger in cornhole ever. I don't think I had ever beat Zach in cornhole one-on-one ever. Zach, totally frustrated and in shock, walked around to the front of my parents' house and without saying a word, got in his car and drove home. Legend has it that on the way home, he decided he would become a professional cornhole player. You're welcome, buddy. Zach is also as honest as they come, sometimes too honest. Sometimes, Brooke, I'm sure you can agree, he thinks of the first thing he can think of and doesn't think it through. One time, Zach was on a broadcast with me doing high school football. I invited him out, and I mistakenly called the wrong number of a player. Zach responded with, "That's okay, Matt. The listeners don't know you only have one eye," in reference to the fact I'm blind in one eye. And I responded with, "Well, they do now. Thanks, Zach." Lastly, he's resilient. One thing I can say about Zach is nothing has ever come easy to him. He's worked for everything he has. Normally he pays for it twice, maybe a third time. And there always seems to have a little bit of bad luck involved. From a freak basketball injury in college, grinding his teeth in Harrisburg before making a huge life change to come here to Florida and working some pretty tough jobs before he could find his place. Zach also might have the worst car luck ever, and if you know, you know. And despite that, he's the first person to put his head down, push forward, and find a way. And I've already seen how Zach and Brooke handle life's ups and downs, and I believe it to be one of the qualities on why relationships stand the test of time. Zach is truly the most admirable quality you have. And I recently just saw a quote, it was actually on my way to the airport, that I saw a quote that I thought fit. Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus when the limo breaks down. And that's you to a T. It's amazing to me that now, no matter how far we live away, it seems like we snap back into 23-year-olds and start bickering when we see each other. Zach, you are the closest thing that I've had to a brother. And I almost lost my brother today. And the groomsmen are the only ones that know this story. I may or may not have misplaced the wedding license earlier today. That's like worse than the rings, if you're wondering. Like, they wouldn't legally be married. But I found it, and I actually checked it, and it actually says Zach on it, not Jack. So that's also a good thing, too. That's a safe thing. You know, I remember the first time Zach called me to tell me about Brooke. He first said how interested he was in Brooke and how she originally wasn't interested in him. First green flag. He went on to tell me that she was a Steeler fan. Second green flag. And the third green flag didn't come until I met her in person in Pittsburgh. And 15 minutes into us meeting, we were picking on Zach. Zach, I'll say this. You may be a pro at cornhole, but Brooke is still out of your league. And after thinking about this whole birthday thing and dismissed the fact that this was my day first, I came to realize that what you did was absolutely genius. Because you were just looking for some insurance, knowing that I'll always be here to remind you when your anniversary is. Normally in speeches here, there's some unsolicited relationship advice, but unfortunately I won't be able to check that box as I am underqualified in that department as the only single man in the bachelor party. Ladies, good to see y'all. But what I want you to know, Zach, is that you always will have a team around you. Of course, if the GM, that's you, Brooke, doesn't cut us, to support you through all of life's wins and losses. And every team needs jerseys. Cheers to Zach and Brooke. Best of luck and best wishes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amber, and I am the maid of honor. I'm so glad to be here celebrating the wedding of Zach and Brooke. I had a little blessing today, but I just kind of like wanted to speak from the heart and just tell Brooke what an amazing person she is. I mean, I've had the privilege to work with her as a nurse, and she's an amazing human being. She's sweet, she's kind, compassionate. She takes the time to listen to her patients and like be a presence to them and show love. And she's just such an amazing person, and I'm so glad that I met her. She's an amazing friend as well. I'm going through one of the hardest times of my life, and Brooke has been there for me, although she's been so busy going through a wedding and everything like that, but she's just so selfless that she just shows her love towards others, and I definitely appreciate that. So you got a good thing, brother, okay? You gotta cherish it. So Proverbs 18:22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and receives favor from the Lord." Zach, just because of Brooke, you have received favor from God. You found your good thing. So never take that for granted. Like if you think about it, there's so many people in this universe, and just the fact that you guys are together and that God brought you together and that she is your suitable helper, your partner, that you get to love every day is the most amazing thing. And it comes from God because God is love. The Bible says that God does not just only love, He is love. He is the essence of love. So He is the only one that can bring you two together so beautifully like He has. So never take that for granted, and just remember that you have purpose together. And that's why God brought you together. And He blesses you union because marriage is a holy covenant. So you have the covering of God and the blessing of God over your lives. So never forget that, and just continue to love each other and support each other. I like this quote from Barbara De Angelis. It says, "Marriage is not a noun, it's a verb. It isn't something you get, it's something you do. It's the way you love your partner every day. Every single day, how you support and love each other, and that's what matters the most." Now, I thought that Zach was going to be like shy or everything from what I heard from Brooke. Then I met the guy. He's super funny, super outgoing. So now I can see how they just complement each other. And I took my time to just like observe, and I just saw the look the way you look at Brooke. And that is love right there. And the way you care for her. Have you eaten, babe? Do you get your drink? Are you happy? So I absolutely love the love that I have been able to see in the past 2 days. So I wanted to end with a blessing and a prayer. And this comes from Numbers 6:24-26. "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn His face toward you and give you peace." And I just wanted to do a little prayer for you guys. All right. So bow your heads and close your eyes. Father God, we thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to just share together and celebrate the union that you have put together, the covenant, the holy covenant that you have put together of Brooke and Zach. I pray, Father, that you bless them and you bless their generations to come and the children and the grandchildren. I pray, Father, that you're with them every day, reminding them why you put them together, the purpose for which you brought them together, and that love may be the seal upon their hearts, the seal that keeps them together, and that they will always remember that it's a miracle and a blessing that they found each other and that they never take that for granted. We love you, God, and we thank you so much for putting Zach and Brooke together, and we're ready to celebrate with them. Thank you so much. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. Alrighty, so now one of the toasts for the bride and groom.
So I just wanted to thank myself for putting this whole ass wedding on, for bringing everybody together, my parents, Zach's parents, his bomb-ass mom, grandma, everybody here. This was all me, baby. Now, let's get ready to party. Let's cheers. Raise your glass. I guess I'm a Scheidner now. Let's pronounce it right though, okay? Cheers.
Hey. Zach, you don't have anything to say? You guys can go ahead and finish slicing if you like. Alright guys, show off your slice of wedding cake to everybody. Show it off. Let's see it. Let me see it. That is like the world's smallest slice of wedding cake that I have ever seen. Alright, so here's how this is going to go down. What they've decided to do is that they're going to feed each other at the same time simultaneously. Now basically, that gives them both ample opportunity to either be naughty to each other or to be nice to each other. Alright, let's take a quick poll of the audience. How many of you folks think that they're going to be nice to each other? Alright, how many of you folks think that they are going to be naughty to each other? Alright, hold on. Alright, so how many of you folks think that Zach is going to be the naughty one? And how many of you think that Brooke is going to be the naughty one? Wow, Brooke, really? I never would have thought that about you, really. Alright, so we're going to do this on the count of 3. Arm yourselves wisely. Just getting lots and lots of icing, I can see. Poor Zach. First he's called Jack. Alright, so we're going to do this on the count of 3. Here we go. Do you finally have your piece there, Brooke? Alright, on 3, here we go. 1, 2, I can't walk. 3. Oh! Wow! Look at that. That was like sensual and stuff. Alright, we need a frosty kiss, guys. Zach, I asked you how the cake tastes, but it's